Okay, so we have a game
against Grandmaster Lengyel from Hungary. He was one of their best players in that time. And our game will be very interesting, a very nice theoretical duel in Queen's Indian. I was playing with white, and after g3, bishop a6, this is a move recommended also by Hübner, Kasparov, Karpov, and so on. Everything is theory until now. Bishop d2, bishop e7. They played a lot of games like this in these important games for the World Championship between Kasparov and Karpov. And it was never very clear who is better with white. White or black. White is always a little bit better, but the alternative with bishop c3 and knight bd2 gives a very good game for white, but it's very unclear in some moments, you know. Knight c3 tries to take immediately the advantage, you know, with white. But again, if black plays the best move, is complicated. We'll see, like in our game. So now after knight c3, now the threat after c6 or castle, white could play immediately e4. And now, after e4, white has a central position very strong, and the advantage is clear enough, you know. But after d5, he stops this idea, and now you have to take in d5. And okay, it's a little bit, but not so clear. White is better in any case. We took, and now we have to start again. Bishop g2, okay, castle, castle, and knight d7. Okay, now what to do? Small advantage for white. Bishop f4, and he puts back the bishop in b7, of course. And now rook c1, and okay, c5, the best move. A little bit better for white, as I told you. But now, after knight e5, a5, he starts something on the other side. Maybe it was a little bit better to take the knight and accept the fact that white is a little bit better and trying to defend such a position with many pieces already out of game. I mean, he could trade some pieces, and it's difficult to realize. Even if white was better. I mean, take in e5. I mean,
yes.
And if you take with the pawn, it's not enough. If you take with the bishop, again, the advantage is clear but small, you know. Yeah. So, okay, after e5, he tries to complicate the game on the other side, trying to do something very quickly on the queen side, you know, himself, with a5, a4. This is the idea, you know. Okay, knight. And now, after bishop e3, you force the decision. Now he has to do something with black. And it's clear now that black has some problems. Okay, he took in c4, in b3, I took. And now, again, instead of playing quietly rook c8, again, he's a little bit worse. But after rook a5, it seems he could defend everything and enough for equality, you know. But now, we can complicate the game, and it's clearly better for white because of our better structure, you know. We have better pieces in every position.
So you give up a pawn?
He's forced to take him before, of course. And now bishop d2. Now everything is clear. Later on, we take back our pawn in b4, but you see the structure is much better. Our pawn structure is much better, more compact, you know. The pawns d4, e2, f2, g3, h2 is much better than black structure because he has two weaknesses, d5 and b6. And therefore, white has a clear advantage. Okay, clear edge. Okay, we took back our pawn, but it's not clear if that is enough or not, you see. Now we have to complicate again. So he played queen d6, knight d3 back. We have to be patient, you know.
But here, wasn't better to take the pawn directly from... No,
like this is very good. Yes. You recapture the pawn. Black is forced to take him before, of course. And now, okay, we move back our knight. Rook a8, it seems that black has enough for equality. I mean, he's, very active, let's say. Yeah. No? But again, I told you, it's better for white because of this structure. The structure is clearly better for white, you know. And our bishop from g2 is better than his bishop from b7. You see, small differences like this, you know. But what to do? Because he's trying to to be very active of the queen side, Now rook c2 is very good. f6, we come back. He took, we took. Yeah. Rook c8, again, we have to find a good plan. Okay. Queen a2, it seems that we lose a tempo because we allow knight c3. But in reality, we win a tempo, I mean, we force him to play knight c3. And now we move again our queen in a1. That is the idea. First of all, we won a tempo because our knight in d3 is very strong. His knight from c3 doesn't threaten anything. And he can't move the rook a8 for the moment because he loses the knight, you see. So now he has to do something, to find a good plan. So queen c7 has to wait, of course. Now, after queen c7, bishop a3, again, very strong, because we control the diagonal. You see, the bishop from a3 is very strong. In any case, we do something later on, very unpleasant in time trouble. We arrive, both of us, in time trouble, and such a move like bishop a3 is always very unpleasant. So, okay, queen b2, we move a little bit, with our queen here and there, but in any position, we win a small tempo, you see, very important. So, okay, queen b3, and now, knight c3 back. Finally, we can move our knight in f4, pardon. So now he realized that the threat is already almost decisive, or decisive straight, rook c1. If we arrive with rook c1, he can resign.
Because the knight
is trapped, and is lost completely. He can't move the knight because he loses immediately the knight, the d5 pawn. So has to find something. The only good move in such a position, very unpleasant position, g5. So now, okay, now I played rook c1, and I was sure that white is completely winning here. It seems so. Because what to do here
with black? You win a pawn.
It seems, yeah. It seems that everything is completely winning for white. I took. Now, unfortunately, the game continues and it starts from here, So rook a1 check. Now king g2. And now look what kind of move. Queen c4, You can't take with the rook because you lose the queen, You
lose also the queen.
Yeah. So if you take the with the queen in c4, it's better, clearly better, almost winning for black because he has two pass pawn,
Yes.
Yes, it's check. You have to move something, and after b5, he has two pass pawn, and you are lost with white,
Yeah.
So now what to do here?
Nice.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Now, fortunately, we have this move. And the position is again winning for white, but we have to find the best moves in any position, you see. So, okay, what to do? Okay, he played b5. I played queen b2. Okay, giving him the move. Now we threaten to take the queen because it's no check anymore. So he has to do something.
And the rook.
Yeah, okay. So now the only move, queen f1 check. King g3, but it's crazy position, in time trouble, very big time trouble for both, So now he gave check, bishop g2, and now he played king h8. Again, he gives you the move again. And rook a3, instead of rook a3, it was better to play instead of, okay, I played rook a3, very big time trouble. It was better to move immediately. I think queen takes b5 or something like this. We'll see later on. Yes. But okay, rook a3, he played rook c1 back, rook there, he played back to, okay, and now here, I took him b5, okay. So now I took him b5, rook a8, and it seems, again, very dangerous for white, because if he has time to give one check in g8, you're almost lost, with white. Yeah. So, queen f1, and after king rook g8 check, king h3, he doesn't have time to play bishop c5, bishop c8 check, because he's lost immediately after rook takes c8.
Yeah. Nice.
So therefore you are winning, So he took in f1, everything is forced. And now the endgame is completely winning for white, because he's much too active again, and pawn up. So we have to realize the advantage, of course. But the rest is very easy. Okay, so now we play bishop e2. We stop the idea bishop g4 check and so on. Bishop e6, and now we have to realize the advantage. But now it's very easy. Pawn up at the very strong initiative. And our king from h5 is very strong also in any kind of endgame. So we go back. It was not too late to lose with white. Again, very big mistake. Rook h6, you know. After rook h6, king h6, rook g6 check, you are lost with white, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to go back, of course, in h4 here. And now, okay, rook g6 and bishop g4. Now is very easy. The only way to have some play with black, you know. So we took bishop g2, rook g2, and rook c7, decisive. Now black would resign already, but he was still in very big time trouble. Bishop f3, and rook takes, and king g5, and he resigned, I think, no?
No,
yeah, he resigned. Well, it's clear. Black has a very bad position for his king. The bishop from g8 doesn't play. The rook from h2 doesn't have any good place. And he's 2 pawns down. And then the endgame is completely winning after e4. If you don't have anything better with white, you win the endgame with 2 pawns up, you know, so completely winning. But before, it was very funny. After queen c4, it was a very funny position, you know. In such a moment when you think that everything is finished, that white wins in any case very quickly, the game started again, you know, after queen c4, very unclear.
Yes.
Very unclear because of the big time trouble, you know, the big time trouble. If a smallest mistake, it's enough to lose the game, not to make draw. It's immediately you can even lose.
So you always have to fight until the end.
Until
to pay attention.
Well, what can you do? This is chess, you know. It's a fight, you know. It's a very big fight. But a very, very instructive game anyway. Even with some small mistakes, but very funny, you know, very instructive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
You're welcome.